Hello, so I just washed my hair. I've been still trying Kristen ESS shampoo and conditioner. I made a video of it, trying it out previously. So yeah, I would say pretty much that I'm not that impressed. I can pretty much get the same results with drugstore brands, maybe even a bit better. The main thing I noticed with this Kristen ESS curl line is that it causes my hair to shrink a lot. So yeah, especially this curl leave-in cream. I think the idea behind that is for the formation of curls, but yeah, it just doesn't work with my hair type because I have different type of curl patterns. So yeah, if it shrinks up a lot, that's more noticeable. So it just looks kind of messy. So yeah, I would say this Kristen ESS curl line does not work the best on my hair. So yeah, I haven't put this in. And then I'm just going to be using the Suave products that I still need to finish up. So I just have the Suave curl defining cream, and then I just have gel. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this Flexi Rod curl set. So yeah, I tried these quite a few times in the past. So I'm going to be curling my hair with these Flexi Rods. And then yeah, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be talking about self-image, body positivity, and pretty privilege. So yeah, I'm going to get started with this. It's pretty simple. You just, wrap the hair up and then fold it over and just leave it in for a while. But yeah, hair and styling is not really my forte. I guess, I'm just more of a brainy type of person. But yeah, it takes a lot of patience for me. But yeah, I'm going to try this out. So yeah. So yeah, when I was a kid, I was pretty thin. I thought I was like an ugly duckling. Like, I never had the idea that I would like grow into my looks or anything like that. I thought I was just gonna be, just a thin, little nobody. But yeah, I'm actually pretty attractive. I actually did, grow into my looks and everything. I always get told I have like a nice body and stuff like that. But yeah, I had really low self-esteem. Like when I was a kid, I don't know if this is how, oh, it's already working. Like, yeah, when I was a kid, I had pretty low self-esteem, but yeah, I'm a pretty, good-looking person. So yeah, I grew into my looks and everything. I went through, the ugly duckling stage, like in high school, and yeah, I'd be really insecure. Yeah, when Mean Girls came out, yeah, I started, I became kind of a fan of like Lindsay Lohan. Like I would look at, like what outfit she was wearing, and I always thought, she had a nice body. Like she wasn't too thin or anything like that. And then, yeah, I loved like Britney Spears, and yeah, I kind of idolized like Britney Spears, and then Mariah Carey as well. And I always thought, well, they have, very nice bodies. It made me feel, insecure because I was always, thin. I don't know if I'm making these sections small enough. Like I said, I'm not really good at this, but yeah, I think I'm just going to make this smaller section. Oh. So yeah, I wanted to, you know, gain weight and stuff. Like, when I was a teenager. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work either. Feels too heavy. Like hanging off. This is a major challenge and struggle for me. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna go back to the other size. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. I wanted to, you know, gain weight. You know, it's been pretty hard for me to gain weight. You know, especially when I was younger. Because you know, I was out on my own and everything. I didn't have a lot of money, so it was hard for me to, you know, keep my calories up and everything. You know, I wanted to gain weight in a healthy way, you know. You know, and I would tell people that I want to gain weight. They didn't understand why, because they thought I already look great. Yeah, I guess, you know, people think being thin is really good, but yeah, I just like having a little, you know, a little bit extra weight on me. Not like as thin as I can get. Just like a nice average. Not like overweight, just like a nice average. That's what I prefer for myself. So, yeah. Yeah, I was able to gain weight like in the past, you know, year or so here. And, yeah, I gained some extra weight. You know, with how I gain weight, it like goes like in my upper body, like around my waist and hips and my tatas. Like already have, you know. I'm gonna try this one more time and then I'll get it down. I already have big enough boobs, like already have like double D boobs when I'm like 120 pounds. So yeah, I don't want bigger boobs. At first I thought it might be cool, but I'm like, nah, I don't want bigger boobs. Like, so yeah, the way I gain weight is not really my preference. Like I wanted it to go more to like my legs, because that's where, you know, I tend to be a little bit more thinner. And I did put on some weight, like my thighs and stuff. But yeah, I don't like having like, you know, like a wider stomach area. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to just be, you know, healthy, work out, eat healthy. Like I tried gaining weight. I did put on, you know, some extra weight. I didn't really this is so hard. You know, I don't really like being thicker, so I mean it was okay, but you know, I tried it, but yeah, my preference is, you know, just being like in between average and skinny. So yeah, I think I'm just meant to be a skinny mini. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then yeah, but as far as body positivity, think like that's the way to go. You know, for overweight people, skinny people, but yeah, there's also being healthy as well. Yeah, I've seen where people talk about like people being triggered, you know, people get desperate and focus on what other people want. I don't know if that works for people, but for me, I don't think you really will be happy to go with people who just want you and not with people, you know, you actually want. You know, but, studies have shown that being super skinny is not the healthiest, and neither is being obese. Studies have shown people that are at the upper end of average tend to be the healthiest. You know, just the average weight. That's what studies have shown. So, yeah. I think people should, you know, strive to be healthy. I think that should be the main thing with body positivity. It has been kind of turned into like fat acceptance, which I get that, you know, but there should be skinny acceptance too, where, you know, you're not making comments about people's weights and bodies and, you know, or mistreating them because of their weight and stuff. But yeah, that happens to skinny people as well. They get told, you know, oh, you need to eat, or, you know, you're anorexic, things like that, when that may not be the case. So, I don't think people should, you know, be abusing, you know, fat people or skinny people, or berating them, or, you know, anything like that. I think, you know, we should just promote being healthy. And I think that, you know, health can come at different sizes, you know, in a sense that, like, people can work on improving their health. But, getting triggered is, you know, a personal problem, and I think it should be dealt with as such. You know, we can't expect the world to know our individual traumas. Even if that were somehow possible, it doesn't help the person manage how their reactions are, which is where, you know, the real work happens. Sometimes we just have to realize that people act and say things they feel within, and you have to be very perceptive of people's words and what it actually means about them, rather than what they're saying about others. I guess this is coming along okay. Not that bad, I guess. Almost done with this side. But yeah, I've seen people much downright nasty and abusive, you know, to overweight people. And sometimes skinny people, they get it as well. People in between, you know, we get accused of being fake, you know, because, you know, fat people have the thing where they call themselves curvy, but yeah, you can be thin and in shape and be curvy as well. Like I'm thin, you know, I'm pretty curvy when I'm thin as well. So, I mean, yeah, we get accused of being fake. So, I would never get, you know, surgery unless it was necessary. So, yeah, it's just kind of annoying that people assume if you're thin or whatever, you know, people can't have, you know, large breasts, or some people just think if you have large breasts, they must be fake, which is not true. Obviously, I've had, you know, pretty good sized breasts. Once I started putting on, you know, a bit more weight, I was like in my early 20s. You know, I was really thin beforehand, but when I started to put on a bit more weight, you know, fat goes to my boobs, so that's just how I put on weight. And, you know, stress can also make your breast grow as well. And people don't know that, but even into, you know, even into adulthood, like late 20s and stuff. And, you know, people deal with adult responsibilities that can also, you know, cause an increase in size and everything. You know, stress, it can also make fat go to your stomach. You know, a lot of people know that. It's the same thing kind of for breasts. So yeah, it's just annoying when people think you have like fake boobs or fillers or whatever. Like, I would never do any of that personally, because I just, you know, first off, I wouldn't get surgery unless it was necessary, because that sort of thing, it just grossed me out for some reason. Like, it just makes me squeamish. Like, you know, if it's necessary, you know, medically necessary, and I have to do it, then you do what you have to do. But yeah, I wouldn't voluntarily do anything like that. I think this needs some more cream or something, I don't know. Okay, I guess. But yeah, women put on weight, you know, differently. On their legs, on their stomach, on their waist, hips, breasts, butt, you know. That's where women put weight at. So, you know, like with fat women, they almost always have big boobs. You know, that's what part of the reason, because that's where women store fat. So yeah, it's just annoying when, you know, you put on some weight. Of course, you know, your boobs might get bigger, might get a bigger bum, because that's just the process of gaining weight. So people gain weight differently, you know. But yeah, it's just how it is. But yeah, you know, people being abusive toward fat people, being mean to fat people. Maybe it's from a place of concern, but you know, that's not the help or encouragement someone needs. And it's a shame, you know, it's pretty tragic how toxic social media has become. You know, honestly, all these people masking bullying as concern, you know, I think they need to just get over themselves and turn, you know, all that concern inwards, because everyone has a lot that they need to tend to within themselves. Like, oh, I'm so worried about her. I'm so worried about this person. You know what I should do? I should post a comment to dig into their confidence. Maybe that will help. Yeah, I don't think that people's comments help mentally, emotionally, or physically. If you ever had a loved one suffer with a problem or addiction, you know, pretty much every expert is in agreement that pointing out what you think is wrong with them never leads people to get the help that they actually need. It has the opposite effect. I think most people know this, but they do it anyways, which is sad. So yeah, I'm just of the opinion that people's health and weight is their own personal business, but yeah, I think that we should promote body positivity, and to me that means, you know, trying to take care of yourself and trying to be healthy. So yeah, I just think that like a softer, more positive approach works better. Otherwise, you know, you get people who are defensive and then just triggered and all those sorts of things. So yeah. But yeah, on to pretty privilege. People talking about, you know, people having benefits for being attractive. Well, you know, I can, you know, dress myself down a lot and just look pretty blah. Yeah, I put my hair back. If I have no hair on my face, that's not a cute look for me. So, yeah. So, yeah, when I'm like that, you know, I get treated normally. You know, I don't get treated any type of way. I just get treated like a normal human being. But yeah, you know, if I'm out and I have, you know, my hair done, a bit of makeup, I'm dressed up or whatever. But yeah, you know, when I'm looking pretty nice and everything, I do get treated differently, but it's not in a way that's like, I don't know, like guys, they'll treat me differently. Like if I just look, you know, if I have nothing done to myself, I look like I rolled out of bed, I just put my hair all the way back. You know, I just get treated like a normal human being. But, you know, if I'm trying to look good that day, men do treat me differently. Like they treat me in a way like I'm more childlike, like they have to look after me or something like that. Like it's just kind of weird, like they're kind of standoffish. Like I'm not quite sure why that is, but yeah, that's what I noticed. No, women don't really treat me any sort of way, no matter how I'm looking, not really. But yeah, I definitely get a different response from men if I'm dressed up. Oh, yeah, I used to dress a bit more provocative when I was younger, but you know, I started getting, you know, too much unwanted attention, so yeah, I stopped doing that. I just, you know, I try to dress nice and classy. I still get, you know, a lot of, you know, like guys I don't really want to have anything to do with coming up to me. I still get, you know, a bit harassed sometimes, but yeah, like I used to like love Mariah Carey, Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears. Like those were the main, you know, celebrities that I would idolize when I was a kid, and I would try to like copy their style. I thought their style was so good at the time, but now I'm just like, meh. I mean, I think Mariah Carey's was still pretty good, like, and I liked her 90s style. Like 2000, she's just doing what she wants, which is cool. You know, but yeah, I really liked her 90s style. So yeah, I would try to emulate that. Because, you know, my mom was still a teenager in the 90s, so she did have, you know, some of her albums and stuff. So yeah, I got into Mariah Carey that way. And then I saw like Britney Spears on, you know, MTV and stuff, and I saw the movie Mean Girls with Lindsay Lohan. So yeah, I always thought they were so pretty. Like, I didn't think I was that pretty, but yeah, I'm not that bad. So yeah, I grew into my look. I had an ugly duckly face, but yeah, I definitely grew into my looks in my late teens, early 20s. So you know, it's all good and everything. So you know, you just gotta accept what you have. But yeah, when I was a teenager, I just thought that I was very plain. Like, I didn't have anything special about me, you know? When I was a kid, teenager, starting to go into that, you know, puberty phase or whatever. So, but yeah, I really liked Britney Spears and but yeah, I really liked Britney Spears and Mariah Carey's like wholesome air, you know, girl next door kind of wholesome air. Britney kind of had that with her first 2 albums, and she got a bit edgier. But yeah, I still really like Britney. And Lindsay Lohan, she was kind of edgy, you know, from the beginning. But yeah, I really liked that her movies when I was, you know, a kid and everything. But yeah, I remember like looking at their pictures online and stuff. I'm like, oh, they're so attractive, and I felt like a skinny little nobody. Because they, you know, Mariah Carey, she was pretty thin when she first came out, but yeah, she put on, you know, some weight and everything. So, you know, later on in her career. So, yeah. So, but yeah, I'm a pretty average weight now. Some people still think that I'm thin, but you know, it's whatever. But yeah, I've been trying to get back into, but yeah, I've been trying to really get into health and fitness this year. I did, you know, just put that on the wayside for the last year and a half or so. I was just focusing on work and, you know, my channel and everything in my spare time. So, but yeah, I want to get back into that because, yeah, I didn't even think it was possible for me to gain weight, but yeah, I did gain some weight. So yeah, I saw what it was like. I think I know where I like myself out now. It's just in between skinny and average. That's, you know, that's what I have been. So yeah, I'm just gonna just work on my fitness and everything. But yeah, I was pretty insecure my teenage years, low self-esteem, but you know, you have your issues when you're a teenager, you know, some of us go through that awkward, you know, ugly duckling stage or whatever. But yeah, as far as pretty privilege, you know, I think I'm decently attractive, maybe not to some people, but you know, I think being attractive can, you know, have its benefits, but it also has its downsides as well. But I mean, if we're talking about, you know, attractiveness, then it was kind of ironic to complain about, you know, attractive people getting with other attractive people, you know. But yeah, there's also the downside. You know, attractive people can enjoy their own beauty and everything. But yeah, and then other people can appreciate it as well, but it has its downsides as well. So yeah, attractive people may be treated a bit better in some contexts, I guess, but yeah, also, like if you're an attractive woman, you know, you might attract a lot of superficial men who just care about looks or superficial things, where if you're an unattractive woman, you know, or just an average woman, you might get more of men who really like you for you and is not, you know, worried about, you know, just superficial things as much. So, yeah. Whereas an attractive woman, she may get men who, you know, just want her for her looks or whatever. And it's just more of a superficial situation where the guy's not really even liking her as a person. So, yeah, do I think I have pretty privilege? Well, me personally, I think that I'm a bit above average in looks. Do I get treated better for that? I haven't really seen that in my life. You know, I get, you know, attention from men, you know. Yeah, I think that's, you know, normal for most women. If I just go out in like sweatpants or whatever, I don't want to be bothered, then yeah, I don't get any attention from men. If I'm, you know, just like roll out of bed, just put my hair back, you know, I don't really get attention from men. Maybe like one or two, you know. But yeah, if I, you know, put a bit of effort into my appearance, and yeah, I do get a lot of attention, you know. So, you know, men talk about, oh, women don't get dressed up anymore. Yeah, that's probably because they don't want attention, because yeah, that really does work. If you just dress down, put on some sweats, like I hardly get any attention. So, but yeah, I think that, you know, some men, you know, they're just out here, you know, they'll just give attention to anyone. That's their cup of tea. I don't really think it depends on if you're really attractive or not. So that might intimidate some guys. They might think, well, she's out of my league or something like that. And then, you know, there are some guys that don't understand boundaries and things like that or whatever. No, they don't really respect boundaries that much. But yeah, does my attractiveness help me get some attention from men? Yeah. Are those necessarily always the best kind of men? Not really. But yeah, as far as jobs and things like that, I just think if you look presentable, I don't think you have that much of an advantage over an average person if you're just a little bit prettier. I mean, and you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder as well. Like some people that I think are attractive, like a man or a woman, others won't really agree with me, and then I don't see what other people see in others as well. So yeah, beauty is also subjective also. But yeah, I haven't really seen any benefits from, you know, being a bit above average. um, but yeah, I have these Flexi Rods all in my head. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave these in for the day, a few hours, and take them out, see, you know, what we got going on here. I have no idea how this is coming out. Like I said, hairstyling and makeup is just not something that I'm good at. It's just not a priority for me. But yeah, it's a little bit challenging for me to talk through while I'm doing something else. But yeah, I think I did okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some things around the apartment while I leave these in my hair. Then yeah, take them out and show the results. Okay, so it's been several hours, so yeah, I'm gonna see how this turned out. Oh my goodness, these are such cute curls. I feel like Susie Bo Peep or something like that. But yeah, I think it needs to be separated a little. Oh, yeah, this is really going, like, it's really shrinking up a bit. Huh, I thought it would come out like longer, but yeah, it's really curled up there. So yeah, it's kind of cute, I guess. I think I could, you know, do a better job at it the next time, but yeah, it's smooth, really bouncy curls. I'm gonna see if I can give it a little bit of volume. But yeah, this was definitely fun. I'll have to do it again soon. See if I can get it down a bit better. Meh. Thanks for watching.